Okay, here's the real video. I recorded something that was 42 minutes in length. That's just unacceptable. But this is my explanation as to why I haven't been doing any videos. To put things in a nutshell, about a year ago, I really started to take my artwork seriously. I've been kind of doing a 3D thing for 5.5 years. It's really windy. Anyway, I've been doing 3D art for about 5.5 years. It's technically poser art, but I work with Dad's studio, and I've been doing pretty good at it. But the thing is, the past year I've really been concentrating at it, and gradually it's been taking up more and more and more of my free time. It's at the point now where every day it's on my mind. Art is on my mind. You know, things have started to take off. Back in February, an artist commissioned me to do a series of morphs. We agreed on 3 of them, and I gave him a price. So I eventually did 5, and he paid me twice the amount what I charged. Which is like, woo! And then in March, I came to somebody who had been looking for someone to realize one of her characters. So I did something in 3D for her, and I actually did a series. I did a series of images for her, and again, she paid me more than what I charged. So I was like, woo! You know. And I've been kind of weeding out the haters. I did have a few haters. There were 3 in particular over the past year or 2 that I slowly weeded out. And there were a couple of other trolls beside that. They didn't like my style. They said I was doing things wrong. I decided, you know, what's the best way to piss them off? How am I going to piss these people off so much that they just rage and there's nothing they can do about it? You create more and you get better at it. And I've made a lot more and I've gotten a lot better at it. So much better, in fact, that I've been having commissions this year. As I said, I've had 2 pretty much paid in cash commissions. And I've done a series of 8 images paid for in DeviantArt points. And there are more of those coming. And of course, I'm still doing a lot of free commissions. Most of them are for friends that I know personally, and I don't mind that. My work is being shared all over the place now on Facebook, and I'm not mad about it. Not mad at all about it. I consider it free advertising, and when that finally happened, when I gained a couple of friends, one of them took one of my pieces and made it her profile picture, then put something up on as a cover photo. I was like, oh my god, you know. I said thank you so much for that. And at that point I decided, no, I gotta put my mark on this. No, not just my regular brand on there, but something with my DeviantArt address, so that if somebody sees my work and says, I really like that, now they know exactly where to go, and then they can contact me and they say, oh wow, you have all this stuff. Oh my god, you know, you can I can order a print of it. That's so cool. Or can you make me something? Things have gone to the point where not only am I landing the random commission or 2 and getting paid for it. Last week, a recruiter from a licensing firm came to me and asked me if I had considered selling my work. I was like, well, what do you mean exactly? She said, well, I'm talking about like PSP tubes and stuff like that. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that, but in Photoshop and PaintShop Pro, you have little paint tubes, and it could be anything from, like I have feathers and bubbles, stuff like that, just effects. But they're actual little images, but they're in the form of a paintbrush, and you can just paint the stuff on, just kind of boop, 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 Well, people do characters like that. They'll do like they'll do like a character in like 10 different poses or something. They call them posers. And I said to this recruiter, I said, I've been considering doing that for the past year or so, but I don't know where to start. She says, you don't have to worry about that. All we do is take your work. We have people that make the tubes. We have a storefront, and you'll get a weekly commission based on how much of it we sell on our website. Really? So I signed the contract and it was approved. So really, really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. And that's just in my 3D stuff. I'm really heavy into the 3D art, and I've started to kind of relearn the basics of 3D modeling. I finally grabbed an updated copy of Blender, and I'm kind of mucking about in that right now. I actually haven't even said that on Facebook, but yeah, I have it installed, and I've kind of mucked around a little bit with that. And I want to make stuff, I want to model stuff, and I want to learn how to model, rig, all that kind of stuff. I want to learn all this stuff because eventually that's what I want to do. And I've been drawing, and I'm not a fantastic drawer, but I've been saying for a while, oh, I can't draw, But somebody said, no, you can, you're an artist, you have to tell yourself, you do draw, you are an artist, and you are awesome. So I kind of started saying that to myself. And these things, incredible, these things just start pouring in, my stuff is being shared, and I love it. It's free advertising. It brings me joy that other people, that's what I like to do, and that's why I believe I'm here on Earth. I've always believed that I'm here to help others, and I finally realized that the most effective way for me to do that is to bring my own view of beauty into the world. And it happens. People come to me and they say, I had a bad day, and I just saw what you posted and it brought a smile on my face. That is incredible to me, to have somebody say that. And it's happened so many times, and I'm so humbled by it. But there are people that love what I do, and I love what I do. And the material stuff is starting to come in. It's starting off small, but I have commissions, and I have people coming to me, even for free stuff that I do for friends. And I have a contract with a licensing firm now, gaining a weekly commission based on the sales of the art that they took. I license art to them, and then they turn it into a tube, then they sell it on the store, and then I gain a commission for it. It's awesome. The whole thing is just incredible. And the drawing thing, I'm just getting better at drawing, and the 3D thing's been taking up a lot of my time, so I haven't really been drawing a lot. But I drew something, and it was out of a how-to book, and I kind of made it my own. I took elements from one how-to book and elements from another how-to book and kind of did my own thing with it, and it's like a blending of three different things. A professional saw a drawing on DeviantArt, and he favorited it and he left a comment, So Mark Curley showed up and said, hey, that's pretty good. But last week I was just like blown away, A professional illustrator shows up on my submission and says, wow, that's pretty cool. That's not what he said. I think he said something like wonderful or something, and faved it. I was like, you're kidding me, right? I'm poking myself, I'm saying, somebody pull me up off the floor, And then somebody comes to me a couple days later and says, yeah, we really like your work. And here's an opportunity for you to actually make some money at it, you know? We just take whatever artwork you have. You can submit as much or as little as you wish. It's incredible. It's like freelance work, you know? It's just like you make your own hours. You make something for yourself or for somebody else, and it's already available to sell. You just submit it to them, and if it works for them, they'll turn it into a tube, and a tagger will see it and buy it, and you get a commission off it. It's just incredible. You know, whole thing is incredible, and it's really amazing that when you drop the negative people from your life, that this stuff just starts pouring in, and really just kind of tackled me over the past couple of weeks. You know, just the amount of stuff that's been coming in. You know, I mean, 8 commissions in a week and a half. You know, it's like, oh my God. It's all stuff done on my free time. I'm getting about 5 hours sleep a day. You know, I work 8 hours a day. I come home from work, I grab something to eat, I check my email, and I spend an hour on DeviantArt, and then another half hour on Facebook, and then I'm just creating art. And then the sun's coming up, and I go, you know what? I'm getting tired. I better go to bed now. You know, and then I sleep the morning, some of the afternoon, and they'll either get up. I actually got up early today, but get up and go to work, or get up and, you know, kind of do stuff out here, and make more stuff for people. But that's why I haven't been doing any video updates. You know, I've just been so incredibly focused and busy on this art. Man, you know, I've said this last week. I'm living my dream every single day. Is it paying the bills? No. Will it pay the bills? Yeah, it will. It will, because I love it that much, and I'm that passionate about it, and I'm that serious about it. And I drove the final piece of negativity, or at least I think it was a final piece of negativity in my life. And that's the thing, you know, when people come to you and say, oh, you're not doing this right, or no, you're wrong about that. Am I really wrong? I don't think I'm wrong if enough people come to me and say, you know what, I really like what you do. Can you do such and such for me? Or have you considered selling this? I don't think I'm wrong. In fact, I know I'm not wrong. I'm right. I'm absolutely right. It's because I take it so seriously, you know? And I've told the trolls that, you know? Said, you gotta take it seriously, you know? You can't hide the stuff. If you're that creative, and these people are very creative, but they're also very defensive, and they're very protective of their work, and they're treating it like they just drew a Disney character and they own that Disney character and they're worth $1 billion. No, you're not. I'm not worth $1 billion. One day it'll take off. It'll take off far enough where I won't even have time for a job. You know? Art will be my job, and it won't be a job because I love it so much. But I'm rambling again. So, but yeah, that's very, very exciting stuff. My stuff's really starting to take off. And I apologize for not doing any video updates, but you know, that's why. Things have been really taking off for the past 3-4 months or so. And it's just incredible. You know, it's just such an incredible feeling. And I thank my viewers for allowing me to share that with you. I will be doing a video of some of my work on there. I'll be putting up a link to my DeviantArt page again. But thank you, everybody.